Afternoon. I'm back up at the plot again. It's an absolutely glorious day. Got a little project I need to get sorted. So let's see what we're going to be doing. Okay. So the project that we've been doing, as I said on my weekly update yesterday, is the onions. As you can see, they're looking starting to go a bit yellow, bit dry on the tips, so I don't know if that's an indication to me that they need to go out, so I need to sort out a bed for them. I've got about 80 onions. I can't remember what type they were. Like I said, I used old onions last year, and I've got the shallots at the front there, well, that's just the back. The front there I've got some various onions that I grew, which I kept. Basically, I don't know whether you've seen in my videos, in this pot here, I had a packet of onions out of date, and I thought, yeah, great, I'll just shove them all in here. Nice deep pot. Didn't process any of the soil or anything, it was just basically sieved from my compost, seeds put in, let it grow from the end of September. I think I took them out about February, I think. I can't remember, things happen so fast. Normally, this is what stage my onions are, leeks, shallots at this time of year. So, you know, a difference, isn't it, from this to them, by basically doing it at least 6 months, I think it was, or 5 months before than I normally do them. Even though these are romping away and they're looking fantastic. But yeah, so I've got about, like I says, 80 onions and I don't know how many shallots, 20. So I've got to get them sorted. And they're going in this bed right here, which has basically been a dumping ground. I'm sure I was using this 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago actually, for an onion bed. It's in sun, semi-shade sort of area. Some parts have got full sun, some have got semi-shade, so whether that makes a difference, I don't know. Anybody let me know that in the comments. Does it make a difference? Can I use chicken manure, which is obviously well rotted, in where I'm going to put the onions? Does it matter? Will it rot them? I'll say rot them, burn them I should say. So these are going to go in here. And as you can see, the soil is quite nice. It's been wood chipped down here a couple of times, so it's quite nice soil. Well, the normal soil underneath. So I'll just basically weed it, take all the weeds up and rake it over, then start planting. But I need to get rid of this, because you know we've all got an area, haven't we, that we'll dump everything, and this has been the area where I've dumped it last year. I had a greenhouse sort of thing on here but didn't quite work out. I needed glass but I didn't bother with it, so I got rid of it. IBC, get that sorted, that needs to go somewhere, so I'll have to find an area. Whether I'll put it over here, I don't know, but yeah, I'll get that sorted. I'm not going to bore you with you watching me that raking it and digging it and all that, or moving the stuff, not that boring thing. So this will be my next task today. I need it sorting because I need to get them onions in, and I need the space where the onions are and the pots for other plants that are coming up. Anyway, we'll come back once everything's moved. And bear in mind, this ain't going to take 5 minutes, it's going to take a good few hours, or maybe an hour. We'll just see. We'll come back. I'll let you know anyway when I come back to the next part of the video. See you in a minute. So it's took about an hour, from 2:45 to 3:45, talking in between it with some of the plotters. So as you can see, it's a kind of big space. It just needs de-weeding, raked over, and then probably put onions in. I might put some more bark down just to keep down the weeds for mulching, because I've got a bit of that. Like I say, the IBC was emptied, so as you can see, I've got flood. It went everywhere. Didn't realise how much water there was, and all the flags have all been put here. These are all the flags from the side of the paths, which was all in here where the beds were originally, which obviously my new greenhouse stroke polytunnel. So we'll get this sorted, de-weeded, raked over. I'll come back in a second. So there you go. It's took about 3 hours altogether between talking to people. Didn't go fast. It says it took 3 hours altogether. Started the back here, did first row 6, then worked my way back. And as I was working my way back, I was putting the wood chip in between. I didn't put all the onions and shallots in first and then try to get the wood chip in between it. I did it after. I did it before. So got down here and just basically worked my way around. They ain't going to be straight. They ain't going to be perfect. It'd be great if it was, but it's not going to be. And the reason why I put the wood chip down is because it's about keeping the moisture in, keeping the weeds down, and that's the reason why. Because obviously I don't want to water them too much. I want to keep the moisture in the ground, and doing this back to Eden sort of type thing where you put the wood chip on the top, it'll rot down slowly and obviously give it some nice soil. So I'm hoping it works fine. I was going to put some, as I said earlier in the video, I was going to put some chicken manure in, but it would mean I have to dig it out of there. So what I'm going to do, if I'm correct, if you can use that, I'm going to get some coop poop and take it out of here and put it in one of them containers, put the lid on and have a coop poop tea. So, and then I'll pour it on the onions. So if I'm correct, whether they like nitrogen, I don't know. I'll have a check online, or whether someone can tell us, you know what I mean? Or, well, I've comfrey in that corner over there, and I've got some comfrey here. So, do they like comfrey more, you know? So, let's see if you've got any tips, handy tips. Plus, I didn't bury them as much. I had buried them, see, in the pot, and I just put them like that, so they're quite deep. And I realised when I was doing them last year, that when I took them out, that the bulb that expands was about halfway in. So this time I shook most of the soil up, because as you can see they're quite white. That's how deep it was in the pot. So I've tried to put the bulb as close to the top as I can. Don't know if you can see anyway, the wood chips gather around it. Hopefully the wood chip doesn't rot and it kills them. So I've done that. So I'm hoping these ones will be better than the ones over there. They're probably okay if I dig them out. They might be okay. The bulbs might be okay, but I just want to, you know, a bit like the shallots here, how the bulbs are like that near the surface. That's what I would like, obviously, for the onions. So thanks for watching. I'm glad I got this done. Maybe it took a few hours to do, but I had to get it done. They were starting to, when I took them out of the pot, you could tell that I was watering them basically twice a day, and it was bone dry. They were drinking the water, so I had to like get them in. So hopefully this is the final place, and they're going to love it, and they're going to grow, and they're going to give us some good onions and some fantastic shallots. So it's bye from me in Crampton, Northumberland. I'm in the shed. Ta-ra!